So hi there and welcome to my student and early career stories. So today I'm speaking to Freya Broom, who's a Digital Marketing Apprentice. So welcome Freya, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
So we met at a conference a few weeks ago, didn't we? It was the, now I've forgotten the name of the conference, that's really bad.
You are the media.
We are the media. You are the media. That's it. You are the media conference. Yeah, it was great, and we just kind of met at the end in a pizza bar. So it was really cool to meet you. So I really appreciate you coming on. So would you mind just giving me a brief intro into you and what it is you're doing right now?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a digital marketing apprentice at a company called Banana, which is like a web development company. So my day-to-day jobs is like social media, checking the analytics of the socials, search engine optimization, content creation, bit of copywriting, and then attending events that we go to and documenting them on our socials.
Excellent. So it sounds quite varied.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, that's good. So going back to when you were at school, so did you have a job whilst you were at school, like a Saturday job or an evening job or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually had quite a few jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite nice to have a different varied role.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot of things. Taught me money management. That
Okay.
was the first time I'd come into any money. The value of timekeeping, getting there on time,
Yeah.
attendance, the value of money, and customer service. And also a big thing that it taught me is creating rapport with other age groups, which is something I hadn't done before. I'd worked in retail places, so
Oh, that's a really good one. Yeah. So you worked in retail?
yeah, retail hospitality.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Do you remember how you got those jobs at the time?
Yeah, probably just Indeed or for a friend who works there.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it, like early networking, isn't it? So having friends in places is really helpful.
Yeah, definitely is.
Excellent. Okay. So after GCSEs, did you consider any other options as well as A levels?
I think I had a little look into apprenticeships at the time, but I
Yeah.
didn't know much about them. So I just went with the same school that I was with before. I went to the A levels and did my
Yeah.
work.
Okay. And how did you choose your A levels? Was it subjects you enjoyed, subjects you were good at, or?
Yeah, so I chose psychology, sociology, and English language.
Okay.
I also did photography for a little while,
Yeah.
but I ended up dropping that one.
Yeah.
I chose them kind of what I wanted to do, what I had a little bit of background knowledge about.
Yeah.
I also wanted to do geography, but I didn't get the results to do that one, which was a shame.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I just sort of chose what I looked at what would be taught and what I found interesting,
Yeah.
and just chose like that.
Oh, that's cool. So did you have an idea of what you wanted to do for a career at that point?
No idea.
No, that's fine. And I think that's the same for most people, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it sounds like lots of essay writing anyway with those topics.
definitely was. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then you did go on to do a degree. So how did you decide what to do for a degree?
So I originally went on a gap year after A levels because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
And then when I came back, I wanted something to start, so I
Yeah.
applied to uni. I applied for ecology and wildlife conservation,
Oh,
which
wow.
is because I enjoyed like the wildlife and stuff. But
Yeah.
I wanted to be a teacher, and I knew I needed a degree to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So I decided to do that, but then it didn't take me long to realize that it wasn't the right degree for me. So I ended up dropping out quite quickly.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when you did your gap year, did you work while you were on your gap year, or were you mainly traveling?
Yeah, so I did a lot of work from the first few months, and then I did a bit of traveling in Europe, which was nice.
Oh, that's good. So
Yeah.
and did you stick to kind of hospitality type work?
Yeah, sort
Yeah.
of, yeah, catering, yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, so you've just touched on, you knew that the degree wasn't for you, so it was quite quick. So I guess, did you think after your gap year, did you think of anything else at that point, or did you just think, okay, I need to go and do a degree?
Yeah, I just wanted something to start, to be honest. I wanted to
Yeah.
come back to something after traveling.
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew quite quickly it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. And how did you go about choosing the university that you went to? Was it you looked for the course and then found the universities that offered them?
Yeah, so I knew I wanted to stay in Bournemouth because I wanted to
Yeah.
live at home still. I didn't really want to do the uni accommodation.
Yeah.
So I started looking there. I did look at Southampton and other places around, but
Yeah.
I chose Bournemouth in the end.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. So how did you? So once you finished your studying for your degree and you decided to change, so you then went and looked for an apprenticeship. So how did you kind of go about that? So what made you suddenly think of an apprenticeship at that point?
Yeah. So after I left uni, I took another gap year. This was an
Okay.
accidental one.
Okay.
So I worked this year, and I just took time to really work out what it was I wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried university, so I thought I should try another way, and I could
Yeah.
either go straight into like a full-time job, or I could go
Yeah.
into one where I'll be training.
Yeah.
I decided to go through a training one, and I looked on the college website and the government website for what apprenticeships they offer.
Okay.
And I was clicking through all of them, and I didn't click on digital marketing for a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. And then when
Yeah.
I finally did click on it, I knew that that was the right one. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, sort of chose an apprenticeship because I think I work better with practical learning and like
Okay.
learning by doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. And did you talk to lots of people at that point as well when you were trying to work out what it was that you needed to do?
Yeah. So I had an interview with the college assessor who spoke to me and told me that I was the one in charge of finding my placement. So then I had to email a load of companies to find a place.
Okay. And so did that take a while to find a company?
Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Not many are taking apprenticeships these days, I don't think.
Yeah, that's tough. And the place that you work at the moment, do they have other apprentices or is it just you?
Yeah, they've got another apprentice here and they've had one previously.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. So can you remember how you found them in the end?
Yeah, so I actually found them on the government website and
Mm.
then also emailed and then got a reply like that.
Oh, brilliant. And then what was the interview process like? Can you remember?
Yeah, it was just an interview asking about experience, and I suppose with an apprentice, you're not expecting loads of experience, but because
Yeah.
I had done some online courses, I think I came up a bit more prepared for coming into the working world.
Oh, excellent. That's really good. Okay, so what do you enjoy about the work that you're doing now?
The biggest thing is the people. The
Yeah.
people I work with are really good. They're fun, and everyone from all the departments is really helpful with
Yeah.
questions. So with my digital marketing, I'm doing like coding as part of it. So working in a web development company, it's really useful. I can go and
Yeah.
talk about coding and I can get information from them and they can explain it if I can understand it in a video.
Yeah.
So that's really, really nice.
Yeah.
And also that I'm learning every day. I think
Yeah.
that's what keeps me most happy is that I feel like I have got progression to
Yeah.
make. I don't feel sort of stuck or anything, which is really nice. And
Yeah.
also I feel a sense of responsibility over the work I do.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
That's really good. Yeah, it was really good, and it was great to see you at that conference. So you mentioned that you go to a few events. So is your role to kind of go and find out what people are talking about, or do you help manage the events or anything like that, or promote the events?
Yeah, so our role there was it's sort of an introduction into networking. And
Okay.
so we were welcoming people on the door, which was really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it's sort of just personal development and getting used
Yeah.
to public speaking, talking to new people and talking
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah. That's really good. Really good introductions. That's brilliant. Okay. And your apprenticeship, so how long does it last? Is it like 2 years or 3 years or?
So it's 18 months altogether, so a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
good.
I'm about 7 months in now, I think.
Okay. That's really good. And then do you get to stay there at the end? Is that kind of the idea?
I think it might be the idea, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so I mentioned to you beforehand about values. So lots of people talk to me about values and their personal values and how they impact on the type of work or the role or the organisation. So do you think that has impacted you?
Yeah, I definitely do. I think my values have had an impact on the type of workplace.
Yeah,
So I value ambition and community. So
yeah,
working somewhere that has the same values is really, really good.
yeah,
I don't necessarily know that my values would determine the type of role I go to, because
yeah,
I'm quite open to trying loads of different things. But
yeah,
yeah, definitely the type of workplace and the culture.
yeah. Excellent. And that's really key. I think that you've mentioned community there. And I know that's what You're the Media is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Building that up. That's good. So do you think, we didn't talk about this beforehand, but do you think that that is why you've gone for a more office-based role rather than a home-based role?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've had the option to work from home a few times, but I much prefer coming into the office.
Yeah,
Yeah, more of
yeah,
like a social.
yeah, social, and I think you learn better as well. I know certainly I would learn better if I was around people, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so have you got any advice for students who are struggling with ideas of what to do next? So either at GCSE age or at A level or even after uni, I guess.
Yeah, so I would say my biggest bit of advice would be coming off from one of the last questions is about values.
Yeah,
Find out what your values are, and
yeah,
then you can work out where is a good fit for you from
yeah,
those. I'd also say work out whether you're looking for one career for the rest of your life or if you're happy to go from different ones. For
yeah,
me, when I decided that I was happy to switch careers a few times in my life, choosing the
yeah,
first one felt a lot less daunting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great advice. I know I've interviewed someone who was really senior in the banking world, and their advice was to try lots of things. And, because you learn as much from the things you don't like as the things you do like sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Okay, and then finally, how can students find out a bit more about apprenticeship? So like you said at the beginning, you didn't really know that much after GCSE.
Yeah, so I do think some schools push university a bit more than they do apprenticeships, but local colleges and the government website has a massive list of all the different apprenticeships available. Definitely
Yeah,
take a look at that.
yeah.
And on the college that I go to, there was actually what we'd be learning at each section of the year, so I could
Okay,
see what was in store, which
right.
was a big reason why I chose it.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
brilliant.
I'd just say looking
Lots
at
of things in.
local
Yeah,
colleges.
brilliant. Thank you. Okay, that's brilliant. So thank you very much for joining me. It's been really, really helpful, and I'm sure that's going to help lots of other students. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for having me.